Alright, what's up heroes? This is BalncdBrkfst with a map preview game. This time we are playing on the Battlefield of Eternity. So, this map is going to be released next week actually in a big patch that's going to release the Butcher and a lot of Diablo content. But we're playing on this now on the public test realm that Blizzard released today. This is basically what they're going to start doing now is before every major patch or even minor patch or whatever, they're going to release it a week beforehand on this public test realm. Anyone can play on it, but everyone's starts from level 1 and it's just basically meant for testing. So we are playing on the Battlefield of Eternity. This is not a ranked game, so don't expect, ultra high level play from teammates or enemies or things like that. But what I want to do is try to figure this map out together. I've played about 3 games on this map, and I'm starting to get a feel for strategy, get a feel about what's good. As you can tell, I picked Tychus. So I was thinking of either picking Tychus or Sylvanas, because Sylvanas is amazing on this map because of her ability to disable towers. In a similar sense, the same concept applies for her on Haunted Mines. She disables the towers while the golem is pushing. On this map, you've got your Immortal. And if your Immortal can beat the other player's Immortal, then it pushes down a lane. And while it's pushing, if you can disable towers, then man, is your Immortal gonna go far. The reason I picked Tychus though is because during the middle fight, so basically if you don't know, if you haven't seen what this map does, the objective on this map is that there's 2 Immortals, one Heaven Immortal and one Hell Immortal, like a demon versus an angel fighting in the middle every once in a while. And during that fight, everyone, kind of goes to the middle and tries to defeat the other person's Immortal before your Immortal dies. And everybody's kind of gathered around in one place. It's kind of a very immobile team fight setting, which is why I feel like Tychus's drill and even his Odin comes in handy a lot, because your teammates are going to stay there and your enemies, more importantly, are not going to run away, because they can't run away from that area, because the whole point is to stay there and try to beat the other person's Immortal. So which is why I think immobile ultimates like the Draken laser drill, the Odin can be really strong, and even other kinds of summons where normally you'd want to run away or disengage, like a Phoenix or a Gargantuan or even a water elemental. Those kinds of things I feel like are really strong on this map. Plus push. All right, now game start. So let's see. Level 1. Oh man, forgot I'm talent gated. Yep, that's the thing about public test realm. You're going to be talent gated until you hit level 25 on every single hero, or you hit player level 25 or you hit level 4 on every single hero. First time I'm playing Tychus in the public realm, so I guess we're going to be talent gated. Anyways, it doesn't matter because I can pick, hopefully most of my good talents. Dang it, I can't pick Melting Point at level 4, but I'm going to go for armor piercing rounds, overkill. I'm probably going to go for an overkill build because A, it helps me kill the Immortal in the middle, and B, it'll help during the fights because they won't want to run away again. They don't want to run away from the middle area. So, some of the cool features on this map, one side is Heaven, one side is Hell. Looks like we spawn on the Hell side. And it's just such an epic map with an epic name too. Like Battlefield of Eternity. Holy shit, like, damn. I feel like Blizzard really knocked it out of the park with just the name of this map. So Nova's doing some harassment. I'm gonna harass her back because it's hard to trade a Tychus when he has overkill. But there are three enemy heroes there, so I don't wanna. Okay, so that was a fake decoy. Yeah, so the first Immortals, they're gonna spawn around 1 minute and 30 seconds. So the idea is to have the lane pushed out, so when the Immortal spawn, your minions can put pressure on the enemy team's lane. So we're about 15 seconds away from the Immortal spawn, or at least for the timer of the Immortal spawn. They actually spawn around 1 minute and 45 seconds. Anyways, this Diablo completely got baited. I was overextending myself a little bit because I saw Zeratul coming in. And he took the bait and we were able to get him. So, and that's going to allow us to push up this bottom lane and pressure, and it's going to put pressure on the bottom gates of the enemies while we've got the immortals coming in. So I'm gonna just start using my overkill on this. It's gonna do a lot of damage. And get my minigun on that. There's kind of two strategies when this objective happens. You can either defend your own or try to burst down the enemies. Whatever you do, make sure your team is on the same page and doing the same thing. And around the time they get to half health, these immortals are gonna switch places. That's something to be aware of. Oh my goodness, need to be careful. All right. Uh-oh, getting really low. I need to go tap, otherwise I'm gonna die. There's the tap. This map, even though it has 2 lanes, I would not call it a small map. It's definitely a medium size, if not even a little bit larger than a medium sized map. I'm gonna go on Sylvanas here. He's not gonna be able to run away. And overkill now on the immortal. We just want to kill this immortal. We're already a little ahead of the enemy team, as in our immortal has more health. Oh my god. Sometimes I just need to stop talking and focus on what's going on, because I just died to a random Nova. Let's see. Focused attack. Focused attack actually sounds pretty good with Tychus. I'm going to go for Vampiric Assault though. I feel like I'm going to want a little survivability. Oh, we just need to kill their immortal. Dang it. We're so close. Oh my gosh. It just takes like one more hit. So I'm just gonna defend ours while the damage from ours takes out their immortal. Oh no, Nova's after me. I don't want to die again, so hopefully my teammates can just rush it. At this point, we just want to rush it because it's so low. Just kill it. Oh, wow, Nova found me. But we managed to get their immortal. Somehow they're a level ahead. But hopefully our immortal push is going to be able to bring us back a little bit. It's going top, so I'm going to head top as well. Basically, if you can, whatever health that your immortal was at when the other one died, that's what you get as a shield. Just going to go make sure we kill this Nova. Yeah. And I want to get some harassment off. It's got, the immortal has 2 attacks, by the way. One is kind of like a mini Diablo apocalypse, like that, where it spawns circles on the ground, and after a short delay, it will explode, stunning and doing some damage. The other one is kind of like a golem slam. Come on, Diablo. We're gonna get him? No, we're not. Is that the real Nova? No way, I think that is. Alright, it's dead. Okay, we can get top. We can get the mercenary camp top. That's another thing that I want to talk about too on this map. The mercenary camps are different in that they do different things. So this is the siege camp on this map. It consists of 3 guys that throw spears, if you just boil it down. And these guys, you know, are different from the siege giants, obviously, in a couple different ways. One is that siege giants do area of effect damage when they chuck their little stones at the enemy forts and enemy minions. These guys throw spears and do single target damage. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna increase my attack speed. But yeah, these guys do single target damage. That means they're a little bit better at doing damage to enemy heroes, and they're a little worse at clearing enemy minion waves. So you really want to clear the minion waves for these guys. And Blizzard actually gave them a bonus damage when attacking buildings. So they're very, very good at, you know, destroying buildings. Now, the second pair of new mercenary camps are these shaman sort of things. These guys are the sort of bruiser camp equivalent. Oh my god, this Nova is just harassing the crap out of me. I think if I stay here, she's going to kill me with another round of attacks. So I'm going to swing around since the immortals are spawning. But this is a great timing for the merc camps, because right when the immortals spawn, we've got the mercs camps going for us. Alright, so let's see if I can catch this Nova. Yeah. Alright, got her. And right now, we're not really attacking at all. We're just doing the defending thing. Again, as long as the team is on the same page, then whatever choice it doesn't really matter. So now that we wipe them, oh man, Diablo got stunned and destroyed. Now we can focus on their immortal, and we've kind of come back in this game in terms of experience. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, we had a mercenary camp pushing top, and they also have one pushing bottom. Kieran's going for that. Seems like they've sort of given up on trying to kill our immortal before we kill theirs. We need to be a little careful now though, because they've hit level 10 because of that Kieran push, and now they're definitely going to be coming here to try to kill us. Oh my gosh, more Apocalypse. Let's see if I can block some shots for Vala. At this point, I think the best kind of thing to do is just burst this thing down. We want to get it down. We don't want to get wiped here and then, you know, it not even die. Alright, there we go. It's done. Now we've got to run away. We're still not level 10 yet, which is a little upsetting. There we go. Now we're level 10. Hopefully we can hold off this push bottom. Oh man, that was a really good push from them. They got all the way up to the keep. Nice heal from Rhaegar. Wonder if Zeratul is going to be able to kill Kerrigan. Nope. But I got her, which is all good. Alright, is this Nova going to die? Hopefully. Yep. Oh no, just barely. I could go Odin and try to snipe her, but I don't think that's worth it. We're just going to go push with our Immortal. I'm going to go Odin now. What the heck. Use this to push hard. Worth it. We need to do some counter push too for sure. This is actually a pretty decent game. A lot of the games, unfortunately, on oh god, but a lot of custom games, people just sort of quit when they lose because it's just a custom game on a public test realm server. But this is actually turning out to be a pretty decent game. And the one thing though is on this map, it's just a really snowbally nature to this map. In the same way like Tomb of the Spider Queen is. It's kind of like Haunted Mines without the comeback mechanics. So a lot of people, like when they, you know, fall behind early on, they think it's over and they don't want to play anymore. So it's kind of sad. But I'm wondering if that's going to be an issue where this map just is very, very, very snowbally. Let's see if I can solo this. Oh my god, Sylvanas is coming. Yeah, so we got to be really careful not to fall behind. I'm gonna get my overkill off on. Oh gosh, they have so much kind of assassin power, whereas for us we're more sustained damage, which means that, you know, on a snowbally map like this where it's all about just kind of getting kills early on, their comp is a little stronger than ours. I'm gonna go for Lead Rain. Overkill slows targets. They got the top siege camp. That's unfortunate, but I think Rhaegar is gonna be able to get this by himself. We're still level 13 to level 13, and Zeratul did a really good job at assassinating Kerrigan. And looks like also Sylvanas. Oh no, Rhaegar killed Sylvanas. There's a huge wave pushing bot, and because we have an exposed keep, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this. Nice, good kills top right when the Immortal is spawning. Again, similar to Haunted Mines, that's exactly what you want to do. Try to get kills, try to get mercenary camps right before the Immortal spawns. So, gonna work on this Angelic Immortal. But this is actually bad of me because my team is not here. And I don't want my team to die, you know, without me being there. Much rather wipe the enemy team and then try to kill the Immortals than me trying to solo the Immortals by myself. Because they're going to fight for a while. Yeah, with 2 down, now's our chance. So there's a period of time when one of them reaches half health. They kind of do sort of some battle animations in the middle, which is super awesome, by the way. But then they kind of reset, and that period I feel like is actually pretty significant to kind of turn things around if you're behind, or possibly, you know, try to get something done. In the games that I've had, I feel like it's actually a more significant reset, rather than just something that's there just for show or to add whatever uniqueness. And I'm interested to see what teams come up with kind of strategies that maybe take that reset period into account, because, you know, it's a good 5 to 10 seconds where you can't really do anything, but everybody's kind of around in the same place. So it's ripe for, you know, ambushes, for team fights, for combos. All right, let's see. Gain 15% move speed. Man, these things take a long time to kill. I don't know, it's just that we haven't been focusing on it, or these things are just inherently very, very strong, but they're taking a long time. Okay, looks like Nova's right there. I think that's the real Nova, so I'm gonna try to grenade her, get some damage. There we go, the overkill is on her. She should be getting slowed. Nope. Alright, perfect. The Immortal's coming top, but Kerrigan is split pushing bottom. That's a strategy on this map. Damn. Seems like a very viable thing to do with Kerrigan split pushing bottom like that. I'm feeling like I want to stay and push with our Immortal, because if we all go back, that's exactly what they want. But since our Immortal's here, it might as well, you know, work with it. I might actually just go Odin right now, because I don't know if I can take this Diablo without it. After I get my abilities off, I'm just gonna go Odin. Uh-oh. That was pretty dumb of me. But it's all good. I just wanted to see kind of how strong this thing can push. But I guess this thing is more of a tank rather than a damage dealer. It doesn't actually do that much damage. In my mind, I kind of thought, okay, Haunted Mines level damage. But yeah, it's actually a lot less than what a Haunted Mines Golem would do. So it's somewhere between a Haunted Mines Golem and a Tomb of the Spider Queen, like, queen thing. Alright, so we're 2 levels behind, but they managed to get a keep with that sneaky Kerrigan split push bottom. Very good from them, and I think I gotta take back what I said earlier about not having a lot of comeback mechanics on this map, where, like, if you're ahead, there's not too much that your opponents can do to try to come back. But that's definitely one of the things, is to try and split push, because the distance to the lanes on this map is pretty large. But that was also a bit of a misplay from our team. We had a lot of people, you know, trying to kill Immortals. Not enough people trying to rotate back. Alright. Overkill right now on Diablo. He's gonna go down. There's not much he can do. Looks like top lane, though, Anubarak is not gonna be able to hold that. Wow, look at these catapult minions. They're so cool. Okay. That was probably unnecessary, but just wanted to kill that so I can join my team. But they got it. But they might need some help. Okay, they managed to chase away Diablo, but I want to stay around just in case I can try to get a kill. Nope. Alright, so now we have 2 mercenary camps pushing both top and bottom right as the Immortal spawn. But Kerrigan is going to do her split push thing, I think, because she was top. There she is. Let's get her. Yep. Alright, no more split push from Kerrigan. And I think if we can get this, we can try to push to end top. Especially since I feel like there's not much that the enemy team can do to contest this. Well, I need to keep moving. This thing uses its abilities pretty often, I gotta say. Alright, so there's a switch. Our Immortal is pretty much still full health. Need to find... Alright, I'm just gonna go Odin, what the heck. But then when I go Odin, I become a huge target. That's the only thing. Hopefully I can get an ancestral healing from Rhaegar. I can do a ton of damage from afar. Yeah, and that's the thing about, I feel like, Odin on this map is, you know, when you go Odin, everyone's still around here. Basically, everyone is in your attack range. I should really go heal, but I'm just going to depend on Rhaegar for some health back right now. And man, this is going to be a full shield Immortal. Damn. I'm just very curious as to how much damage this thing can do. I'm going to actually push out bottom lane. I don't want to take any risks. I don't want them to, you know, backdoor in some way. Especially with these 2 catapult minions. Alright. Nice, perfect. It's going bottom, so they can't even backdoor through bottom. This is perfect. I guess this is going to be the test to see how strong this thing can be. It's 18 minutes into the game. If this thing scales into late game, then it should be extremely strong. It's the strongest it can possibly be, because we managed... Oh my god, let me stop talking, I'm dying. But yeah, we managed to kill the enemy Immortal before ours really took any damage at all. Alright, so now it's lost all of its shield, and it's starting to go towards the core. Alright, Nova's down. Gonna go Odin now and finish off the core. Wow, this is actually the closest game I've ever had on this map so far. I've played about 4 games, and each one of the games, I don't know if it was because of a matchmaking issue or just because of the fact it was a custom game or whatever, but it's been kind of a stomp for either the enemy team or a stomp for our team. Anyways, but I'm really pleased with this game. I think it was a pretty great showing. Definitely the best game I've had on this map so far. That doesn't really mean much because every other game I've had levers and blah blah. Finally a game without a lever. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this preview look into Battlefield of Eternity, the new Heroes of the Storm map coming out next week. But if you can't wait and want to try to grab some games on it, try to figure out what this map is all about, all you got to do is switch your server to public test realm PTR, download, you got to install like a whole new client basically. But after that, you can play on this map in the public test realm. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. This is BalncdBrkfst. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.